What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another movie review, and today I am talking about the Riddick franchise. In Riddick, with Vin Diesel playing the character of Riddick, these movies are good, entertaining. You know, I remember seeing the third one. I didn't realize these were a trilogy until much later, but the first of these movies isn't even called Riddick, right? So we got Pitch Black from 2000, which is a good movie, and well, it's a decent movie. It feels very 2000s. You can tell that the director of this is the same director of the whole trilogy, and you can tell that he had a huge vision for this, and this is going to be a sci-fi world, and it's going to be crazy. But the first movie just looks like they're in a desert, and they overexposed to make it look like the sun was just crazy bright, but then the sun goes away and they're in pitch darkness, and that's where Vin Diesel's character thrives because he's got the eyes that can see in the dark, and he's like an animal himself, you know. The character of Riddick I really like because he's just this animal beast killing, you know, he's a badass mercenary type of dude. But Pitch Black from 2000, I gave 2.5 stars. I thought it was a decent movie, but about a 5 out of 10. And then the second film doesn't come out for 4 more years and comes out in 2004, so now a 21-year-old film, The Chronicles of Riddick. Now, most people think the movies just start here, and they don't even realize that Pitch Black exists. But The Chronicles of Riddick was probably the first one I saw way back in the day, and it has a pretty decent cast in it. It has Thandwi Newton as Dame Vaco, and then you have Vaco as Karl Urban, which most people recognize him as Billy the Butcher today in The Boys. He was also in Thor Ragnarok as Scourge. I like me some Karl Urban. I like that it is a trilogy though, because this second movie does connect to the first movie, and then this second movie connects to the third movie that doesn't come until I think 2013. But The Chronicles of Riddick, I gave 3 out of 5 stars, about a 6 out of 10. 1 star, half star more than the first film. 3 out of 5 stars I think is a solid film. 6 out of 10, not too bad. But the third film, just titled Riddick, from 2013, I freaking loved. And that 2004 one that was also PG-13, which shocked me because I believe the first one was also rated R. Riddick, I love just how they came back to this movie. And this third one, right, by 2013, he had made all these Fast and the Furious movies, right? Like, Vin Diesel now has some money in his pocket to be able to throw at the producing budget and to be able to throw at the VFX, you know? So the actual world building of this movie, and now it's a trilogy, now, you know, they've come back 9 years after the sequel to do a third one, and now it's been 12 years, or well, entering the 12th year since Riddick came out, and I was 14 years old in 2013, and I dragged my mother to the theater to see this rated R film that I probably shouldn't have been seeing at 14, but I loved it anyways. I remember having a poster in my room from that opening night showing. Of course, Vin Diesel's back as Riddick, Matt Nable's in there as Boss Johns, Katie Sackhoff as Doll. Ooh, I've been in love with Katie Sackhoff since this role in this movie, and then she comes back to be in The Mandalorian years later, and now I'm still in love with Katie Sackhoff. So shout out to fucking Katie Sackhoff is what the moral of that fucking story is. Jordi Molia plays Santana, aka Box Boy. I love how Vin Diesel deals with this guy's character in this movie. Bokeem Woodbine, he plays Moss. There's some few other people into the crew that ends up just being, you know, pawns for Riddick to take out. Dave Bautista plays Diaz. I really love Dave Bautista in this movie. And I pretty much Vin Diesel, Dave Bautista, Katie Sackhoff in this film was why I loved it in the first place, and why I still love it to this day. It's got a pretty decent story, and it's just like these entertaining, dumb sci-fi movies that, you know, you don't necessarily have to pay attention to understand what's going on. And you can just kind of put them on in the background and enjoy them as they go, you know? They're not like crazy films that you need to know everything that's going on, oh my god, and Easter eggs. They're not that crazy. But they are fun and entertaining, and I enjoy them. And just another one of these franchises checked off my list. And I have just to go through franchises, right? If you're watching this wondering, what other franchises has he done? Just in recent memory, Rush Hour with Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, the 5 Die Hard movies. I've done all of the Marvel movies, including Fox, including Blade, all of them. I've done all of the DC films ever, all the way back from Christopher Reeve's Superman. The only thing I haven't done in the DC is like Swamp Thing and like Adam West's Batman. I couldn't find that, so I'm gonna have to either rent it or buy the CD or something, because I'm pretty sure that's a show, but there might also be a movie. Comment those things down below. Ice Age, Harry Potter, all of the Transformers, 8 of those. I did the Daniel Craig Bond movies. I still need to do the rest of the Bonds. I did the 14 Alien and Predator movies, and then the couple Alien vs. Predator movies in the middle there. I've done the Kung Fu Pandas. I've done Beverly Hills Cops, the Bad Boys franchise. I've done the Hunger Games. I've done Star Wars. I've done the more recent MonsterVerse of the Godzilla and King Kong movies in the Godzilla vs. King Kong. I've done Pirates of the Caribbean, Jurassic Park, all of the Spider-Man movies, animated and not. The Mission Impossible movies. I've done Wes Anderson films. I've done the Fast and the Furious, and I've done Indiana Jones, and those are just the ones that I've made lists for. And those are all movies that have 3 or more, right? If there's 2, I'm not counting that as a franchise. That's just a movie and a sequel, right? So those are franchises, and if I have any that I missed that I didn't name, please drop those down in the comment section below. But just to finish out this video, Riddick Trilogy ranked, the 3 Riddick movies, and the 4th film that is potentially in the works, in potentially bringing Riddick back to his home world of Furia that we've been waiting to see since the first movie. So potential 4th movie in the works, and it has been in the works since 2013. So I've been waiting 12 years now for Riddick 4, Furia. Get on it. But I rank these films: Riddick from 2013, Chronicles of Riddick from 2004, and Pitch Black. In Riddick from 2013, I gave 3.5 out of 5 stars, about a 7 out of 10. And so it goes 7, 6, 5 out of 10 scores, 3.5, 3, and 3 stars out of 5 stars. And solid movies. I like them. You know, those aren't bad scores for any of these films. Not, you know, necessarily great scores, but middle of the road franchise. But I still like it anyways because I dig action, I dig violence, I dig rated R films, I dig Vin Diesel when he's got a real deep voice and he's trying to be badass. You know, at least I did back in the day. I don't know if he tried to do it now, maybe it wouldn't hit me as much. But it is what it is. I'm still gonna watch Fast 11 when that comes out. So, oh boy, here we go. But comment below which franchise you love the best, and comment below if you've seen these Riddick movies, and if you haven't, who cares? And you're here anyways. I don't know why you're here. But comment your movie recommendations down in the comment section below. Follow my other social medias in the description down below. Big Cam, 2G's in that big, pretty much anywhere. Thank you guys so much for coming on by. If you'd like to support the channel, the best way of doing that is commenting below, smashing that like button, subscribing if you're not already. That goes a huge way. Hit that bell so you don't miss future videos and you get the notifications. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Peace.